Good morning. This is McCarra Poetry, number 9. Thank you very much for joining me. Gone to ground. November and the rabbit gone to ground, no more to be seen. His haste evident in the white flash of fur down the burrow. Evading the ferret, so he lives another day to blink and twitch in his rabbity fashion. Endearing so, on a picture postcard of Easter yet to come. Meanwhile, the bare branches switch at the sky, thrashing as if enraged at their annual disrobing. Town at night. Dream enlarged, they greet one in this night town of twisted quilts and goose down supporting various and sundry themes. Flight, fear, lust, touch, tenderness. The journey, too, through sleep, so often unrestful, waking with a start, drenched. And I still here, and what day, what hour might this be called? Envying so child sleep, now I lay me. But even that troubled by bogeyman hewn from different strains. Faces rise up, unbidden. And how are you, my dear? And how are you, my darling? Have you started to put down roots? Will it be a good year? Thwick, thwick, thwick. The film reels off in technicolor. One short leads to another. The final denouement, the brilling of her alarm. Butterfly, Loch Avon. In 4-color plates, this special featurette of our magazine, 10 steps to a new you. Curving script to detail this cunning stunt, to be pulled off in a most determined fashion, between the marshaled efforts of dressmaker, manicurist, and the like, not forgetting, of course, some themes of self-improvement so dear to our editorial hearts, whether whisking eggs or curling our eyelashes. And here she is presented on the penultimate page, our paragon, our gold and ivory baby, our butterfly, her teeth tearing into peach flesh, ready, finally, for her close-up. Rooftop dining. Just tell me when you can get the money, that's all I want to know, says navy blue jumper, khaki trousers, neat black shoes, and the cellular clapped to his ear so. Soles pressing upwards to inspect the rooftop, after a shout through the door, whilst the men of leisure enjoy their breakfasts, their letters of agreement and memorandums of understanding signed long since. As Sal smiles and says, "Them cigarettes get heavy to lift." And she agrees to another cup of coffee, black, the toast scraped over with butter, gone cold. Slipped stitches. Slipped stitch that strains the eye. Perfection, except for the lapse in attention caused by what? A knock on the door and your knitting falls from your lap? Nerves disordered so, plucked as a harp, discordant. Jagged notes at 4 a.m. The china pot cracked into a maze of crazing that leads, well, nowhere. Looking for the thread to mend the slip stitch, her tongue thick with worries, as silent as those on the butcher's block next to the crew beans. Searching out the light behind the leaded glass, the diamonds of glass, winking back. The conversation rises, falls, in erratic amplification. So many stitches tied and knotted, off. Some talk of Christmas letters, and the baskets yet to be auctioned. No knife to be found for the bread, and so their crosses remain uncut, wheat and white amongst the canned fruit salad, and plastic forks, cold cuddled beneath electric light. Artifacts. What need have we of another love poem? They grace the fluorescent checkout aisles in stacks next to minty chewing gum. Pricked onto fine linen decorative accents, ubiquitous as chain hotel wallpaper flocked in blue, a neutral blue, to soothe the tired eyes of men. Still, love comes in at the eyes, so who am I to argue? When all is said and done, some talk of thee and thou. Who is the wiser as the sun rises, with the gas still to be paid and dinner made? The heart still sinks, an elevator gone awry, when thought of love loss and quietude strikes like a fillet knife to the throat, the garroting wire shiny taut so. Love letters dusty in the drawer, a footnote or two, some ancient, ardent artifacts, fit only for museum shelves. Flowers pressed flat as a pancake, between printed pages speaking of love unspeaking, that vast unraveling of sense and sensibility. Waiting for the dough to rise. There's time yet, while the bread dough rises, to stop and speak. Your words, metrical in their efficiency, oh, that I could blur their clipped edges with my fingertips. No shame in slowing that engine down to a low roar, our words reappearing in the air, held aloft as dandelion spores, there for us to savor their meaning during this drift and pull along suburban sidewalks, brisk with activity as the dough doubles, only to be punched down for kneading. Time yet, whilst it bakes, to have some talk of this or that. But no, and so a flowered hand is grasped goodbye. Thank you very much, and I hope to speak to you again soon. Till then, goodbye, and God bless.